Young children, especially toddlers, love water, but the combination can be deadly if no adults are around. Each year, hundreds drown in pools, lakes, and the ocean. As summer unofficially gets started with Memorial Day weekend, we take a look at how to protect children from drownings. Sue Cox is Director of Trauma and Volunteer Services at Rady Children's Hospital. She joins me now. Sue, how quickly can a drowning occur, even if a parent turns his or her back for just a few minutes?
It can happen in seconds, and it's very silent, so you don't get a warning. So you have to really be vigilant.
What are some of the typical scenarios under which drownings occur?
There are a couple of scenarios. One is that the parents are distracted for some reason, a phone call, maybe taking a nap, and the child gets out of the house and into the yard, and there's no fence around the pool, and the child gets right to the pool. If toys are left in the pool, they might be intrigued by that, or just the water's intriguing to them. The other scenario that's going to be really at play this weekend is parties. You have a pool party, lots of adults, lots of kids around, and a child slips under the water, nobody notices, nobody's assigned to watch for that, and a child's missing for a period of time, and nobody really knows how long.
The Consumer Product Safety Commission has come out with a list of the most common places where drownings happen. Tell me about that.
It happens in backyard pools and spas primarily. In San Diego County, we also have a number of bathtub drownings.
And we have a graphic of that right now.
Exactly.
And so 53% of the drownings happen at home.
Happen at home or in someone else's home. It can be a relative's home or a neighbor's home.
And then 26% happen, as you say, at the homes of families or friends, and then 9% at public communities or businesses. Tell me, what are some of the statistics for San Diego County?
Okay, we see about somewhere between 65 and 70% of drownings happening in backyard pools and spas. With 0 to 4-year-olds, so the younger children, it's almost exclusively in backyard pools and spas, but also bathtubs, and we occasionally will have a bucket drowning. This time of year when people are getting out their little wading pools, it's also important to realize that a child can drown in a couple of inches of water. So any kind of a body of water, even if it's small, a bucket or a dog dish or a small wading pool, a young child can drown in it.
What are some safety tips for parents?
The most important thing is to realize it can happen and to be vigilant. To have barriers, if you have a pool in the backyard, to have barriers between the house and the pool. And the best barrier you can have is a 5-foot or higher exclusionary fence, so it can't be accessed by the house. The house isn't a side of the fence, and it has a self-latching gate. It also should be a fence that doesn't have toe holes or footholds that kids can climb up, because they're very good at climbing.
And what is the Water Watcher program?
Now, the Water Watcher program is a program that we've started many years ago, and it basically tells people that when you have a pool event, you're out around the pool, that you formally assign a person, an adult, somebody who can swim, to watch the kids. And that's their responsibility. They don't drink, they don't leave. If they have to leave, they assign another adult to be the water watcher, because children really can silently fall into the pool or slide into the pool and not be noticed.
And if a near drowning happens, what is the first course of action once the child is rescued from the water?
To pull the child out, the best case scenario is that the adult there knows CPR. To check for a pulse, to do everything that CPR teaches you, and also to call 911 quickly. If the child is sputtering and breathes, it's not quite as urgent, but a child who is unresponsive, get that 911 call made really quickly.
And when a child is brought into the ER after a near drowning has occurred, how likely is it that the child can be saved?
Well, many times with drowning situations, we don't really know how long the child was under the water. If they've been missing for a period of time, we don't know if they were walking around the pool and just fell in, or whether they fell in 10 minutes ago. So we do everything that we can to resuscitate the child, but a child has 4 to 6 minutes before they have permanent brain damage if they fall into the pool and can't breathe.
Sue Cox, thanks for coming in on the program.
You're
Hopefully
welcome.
this will save lives.